Africans are frustrated by the fact that 50 years plus after independence, we are still discussing the issue of succession, orderly transfer of power. Countries such as China, Brazil, and India, who are at a low stage of economic development, using antiquated agricultural methods that we still use in African countries, 50 years ago, have now succeeded in transforming their economies. Because regardless, even in a country like China, which is not your typical model of a democracy, they have orderly transfer of power. So that, for example, President Jintao in China right now, he knows that there is a successor already lined up to succeed him. And yet in African countries, we're still dealing with issues such as, is it Mwai Kibaki? Is it Odinga? Is it Ouattara? Is it Gbagbo? Is it Tsvangirai? Is it Mugabe? These are the kind of issues that are holding us back, arresting our potential, preventing our people from realizing the skills that they know that they have. They know they have the skills, because when they come to a country such as the United States, they know they can compete with anybody in this country, intellectually, creatively. So when we see the politics, the absence of a stable method of transition of power holding back our potential on the continent, we take an interest. We take a vested interest. And that's why so-called outsiders such as ourselves are vested in the outcome of the election in the Ivory Coast. And first of all, I think some of the outside intervention or involvement in the process has not been done the way it might have been done. It might have been done in a better way. I don't think it's helped to relieve the tension or suggest an approach toward a solution. For example, you have the President of France arrogantly demanding that the incumbent step down within 2 or 3 days. Who is France to make such a demand, number one? And I'm not taking, obviously, any issue whether the incumbent should have indeed stepped down in 3 days or not. But that is not the kind of thing that would come from a President Sarkozy, the president of a former colonial power. So I thought that was completely wrong, and it might have, in fact, I believe it has backfired in terms of resolving the issue. And then number two, the position of ECOWAS. It's very unusual to announce in advance that you are considering a military option and then say we are going to start sending emissaries to come in and discuss. That, to me, does not make sense. If you are saying you're considering military intervention, then you should be sending generals and chief of staffs of the regional armies to deliver the ultimatum. It does not make sense. And then some of the people who are supposed to be the intermediaries have very heavy political baggage. We have the Prime Minister of Kenya, who, before going there, he was one of the first to announce that there should be immediate military intervention. I don't see him qualifying then, after already making such a statement, as somebody who is coming there to still meet with both sides. So a lot of the outside mechanism toward relieving this situation, I think, has actually backfired. And whether the incumbent had indeed lost this election, I think the way the outsiders have conducted themselves have actually put him in a firmer position now. Now he's able to see that, to say that I am actually defending our sovereignty against France.